Hey everyone, this is Luke again, and welcome back to yet another Ninjago video onto the channel today. So, remember, I think it was yesterday or a few days ago, I made a video talking about every single thing that Tommy talked about in that TTV live stream, which was supposed to be his final spin, where he explained why certain things happened and whatnot. Well, we're going to take a little bit of a deeper look into one of these things. Um, and that is something that I honestly makes me incredibly concerned. Not just for the future of the series, but it really questions Tommy's legitimacy within the community. So, what am I referring to? Well, basically, Tommy said that a lot of the reasons things happen in Ninjago is simply because he can, basically. Not because it actually would make sense, but because he can. It's for funsies' sake. Um, and honestly, this statement alone is incredibly concerning because it really questions Tommy's legitimacy within the community as a backstage producer. At least I think he's a backstage producer. Because honestly, he did say that he isn't going to force anybody to do a decisions, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. But at the same time, I think he definitely should know better, especially if he's kind of running all the scheming things backstage. Um, I really think he should know better, especially when it comes to not so great ideas. So basically, a lot of the ideas that may have worked or did not work were simply existed simply because to spike things up and not because it would actually make sense with the storyline with on Ninjago. They just did it because they could, basically. Which I think is not great at all. Because it pretty much it's it to me, it seems like they don't care anymore. Now, this may be in a little bit of an extreme statement to say that they don't care, because obviously I do think they still care, but it also doesn't help when statements like that exist. It really makes you wonder, are you even trying anymore? Are you even trying? It's like, at the very least, you could at least try. You tried with secrets. That didn't work. I'd rather see you try and fail than to not try at all. And I feel like maybe they are just so spent that, honestly, they just couldn't think of anything else. And I think Haley, or Private Duck Call on Twitter, said the best. Ninjago used to be a morality show with a bit of comedy, but now it's turned into a comedy show with a bit of morality. That spoke volumes, Haley. So I'm glad you said that, because honestly, I have to agree with that. It used to be something more than just a regular comedy show, but now it's reduced to nothing more than a comedy show with some bits of action here and there and some bits of story here and there. It's like they completely took a 180 approach to this and thought that it would work, but it just doesn't. And it really makes me wonder, maybe it is for the best that Tommy has left the show, because if he is saying things like, we just do it because we can, or the ideas that stuck in there were just randomized, then it really makes me wonder how good Tommy really is. Um, and I'm just saying that statement made me lose a lot of respect for him. I'm sorry, but that's the truth, because I really thought Tommy was just this genius, this visionary, and I still think he is somewhat of a genius to this day. But it really makes me question the validity of how much of a genius he truthfully is. You could say that that's just because I'm getting older. I'm 20 years old, but I have to call a spade here and say that maybe it's for the best that Tommy did leave. Not because I hate the guy, but because if he's going by the argument that he's just creating ideas for the sole sake of including them, that's not good. That's not good planning, and that's not good writing either. You don't just throw stuff and expect them to stick. You have to work with them so they can stick. It's like throwing darts at a dartboard. What he's doing is having 3 darts, but they only have, like, let's say, a 30 to 40% chance of actually hitting somewhere on the dartboard. Whereas what he should be doing is having maybe less darts, like let's say 1, but this dart has like a much higher chance of hitting the dartboard, like an 80 to a 80 to 90%. I know that's a very weird comparison to make, but it was really the best one I got. But honestly, what do you guys think? Do you think that Ninjago took a big hit with what Tommy said about a lot of Ninjago's ideas? Let me know in the comments down below. And does this make you question whether Tommy is as much of a genius as we thought he was? I also want to know what your thoughts are on that. But anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel by clicking the red subscribe button, and click on the notification bell to see every video that I will upload. And I'll see all you folks in the next video. Bye bye!